One quick and easy way to get the community's input was by this sticker system. Each person would take one sticker and place it on a class that they would like to see offered.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation, but fire officials say that 16 people were displaced, 6 of them were children. Now, the fire happened on the 100 block of West Potomac Street. As you can see, the door is broken still right behind me. And let's just say, regardless of the score, the people in Emmitsburg are so proud of their team and they're so excited. Aren't you guys excited? Now, this parade makes the holidays so special here in Frederick. And now we're going to be joined by David Gerzik, who is one of the members here for Celebrate Frederick and who organizes this event. Now, if we move from Emmitsburg down 15 to the town of Thurmont, well, those elections are just getting started. Just moments ago, they just finished their nominating convention. Now, Canales Yanes will be sentenced sometime in March. We spoke with the state's attorney for Montgomery County, and they will be seeking a life sentence without the possibility of parole.
During demolition, renovators found some of these artifacts. Some of them date back from the Great Frederick Fair in 1928 to a postcard in 1906. Tasmin, there was many mixed emotions in that gym from players, coaches, and community members. But one thing I can tell you that was not felt in that room was hate. And for the 500th arrest for the department, it was interesting. They were looking for Ana Castillo, who was wanted for multiple charges while driving while suspended. And when officers found her, she was found behind the wheel. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry that's sweeping the nation.
I can't think of a worse thing than human trafficking.
According to the Human Trafficking Hotline, Maryland ranks 13th for the most sex trafficking cases. And with the prime location of Frederick County, Maryland, in between two major cities, residents have had enough.
This heinous crime is one of the most underreported, but with a recent focus on human trafficking by law enforcement, the medical profession, and others, more and more cases are starting to be identified and more survivors being supported.
The Frederick County Human Trafficking Task Force was created over a year ago to improve the understanding of human trafficking and expand services to those who have been trafficked.
There's no consistency to the numbers. Plus, the other piece that's so important about human trafficking is the covert nature of the criminal activity is such that it is meant to fall under the radar.
With over 20 community leaders, they were compromised into 4 subcommittees: data collection and scope of the problem, community response and protocols, training and education, and legislative initiatives.
What we put together was we developed a resource list for all the various disciplines, and then that would include a new employee being hired to attend an hour of awareness training for human trafficking.
In the report, it shows populations in Frederick County like disconnected youth, LGBTQ youth, and those experiencing homelessness are vulnerable to getting trafficked. Those with the task force say that the information in this packet is not just going to sit on a shelf, it's going to spread throughout the community.
This is just the first step. This is what we feel we need to do because no one has the magic mixture of right things to do. Frederick has taken a stand.
It was a 4-minute meeting, and at the end of it, 34-year-old Katie Nash says she was terminated from her job.
Dear Katie, this letter confirms our discussion today that your probationary period as a web experience coordinator for Frederick County Public Schools will not be extended. You will be terminated from your assignment effective January 13th, 2017.
A tweet that turned viral left Katie Nash without a job after she was terminated by Frederick County Public Schools on Friday.
So we'd received feedback from some students in a focus group that our tweeting was a bit flat. They were looking for some more engagement. They were looking for us to tweet back from them. And I really took that to heart because I know I'm a little bit older and, maybe not as hip as some of the students are. So I took that to heart and I took that feedback in.
Last week on January 5th, Frederick County was preparing for snow. So one student tweeted, "Close school tomorrow, please." But as you can see, tomorrow is not spelled correctly. So FCPS tweeted, "But then how would you learn how to spell tomorrow?" with a smiley face.
I think it was early in the day. I want to say it was like the afternoon when he did that. And then later that evening, we were going to get some snow, and the students were tweeting back and forth. So, it just sort of provided a natural opportunity to respond and do so in a fun, lighthearted way.
Most of the community thought the tweet was funny, but officials with FCPS told Nash to delete the tweet. On top of that, Michael Dorr, the Director of Communications, Community Engagement, and Marketing with FCPS, said he personally called the student to apologize. After WHAG spoke to Nash on Saturday, we also reached out to Frederick County Public Schools, and Dorr said he won't comment on camera, but he did confirm that she's no longer employed by Frederick County Public Schools and won't comment on personnel matter. Despite it all, Nash hopes that FCPS learns from what has happened and the power of social media.
Out of this entire experience, that something really positive comes out of this, because I think the community has sort of been looking at this and, you know, various reactions, mostly positive, but I really am sincere and that I hope that FCPS thinks, how can we use social media to engage our community going forward?
Reporting in Frederick, Katie Misuraca, WHAG News.